Hi guys, good morning. Welcome to part 2 of the Legal Aptitude Marathon. Current Affairs Marathon. I hope everybody can hear my voice and also look at the presentation on the screen. Please give me a very quick tech check in the chat window. Good morning everyone. Good morning Guru. Welcome to the session. If my audio and video is clear, just give me a very quick yes so that I'll proceed with the class. Good morning everyone. So can we just proceed with the marathon? So last class lo, ante marathon part 1 lo good morning everyone. So last part lo manam em discuss chestam, just a second. Yeah. So last part lo we have discussed around 500 questions. Right. Right. So 500 questions మనం డిస్కస్ చేయడం జరిగింది. సో we took about almost 7.5 hour marathon. So 7.5 గంటల వరకు కంటిన్యూస్గా మ్యారథాన్ జరిగింది లాస్ట్ టైం. సో దిస్ టైమ్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు హ్యావ్ ఎ షార్ట్ సెషన్. సో ఇప్పుడు ఒక చిన్న సెషన్ ఉండబోతుంది, అంటే నాట్ ఎ వెరీ బిగ్ మ్యారథాన్ బట్ సమ్వేర్ అరౌండ్ 2 to 3 hours. రైట్. సో ఒక 2 నుంచి 3 గంటల మధ్యలో మ్యారథాన్ జరగబోతుంది బికాజ్ ఆఫ్టర్నూన్ వీ హ్యావ్ క్లాసెస్. జై శ్రీరామ్. వెల్కమ్ టు ద సెషన్. So let us actually look into the first question which is appearing on your screen. What is the significance of National Tourism Day? Prapancha Paryatana Dinotsavam yokka significance enti? Please very quick answers in the chat window. We have to finish it off. At least my target is to finish at least 150 questions. That is a target. Let us see how much we'll do it before 12:30. Very good guys, very good. Excellent. Well done. Sneha, Vaishnavi, Guru. Very good guys. So the answer is D, all of the above. World Tourism Day. Ante Prapancha Paryatana Dinotsavam ee roju jarupukuntam. On which day are we observing it? It is on 25th of January. So on 25th January, we observe World Tourism Day. Right. So World Tourism Day, the importance is this one, right? To celebrate the importance of tourism in India, భారతదేశంలో పర్యాటన యొక్క ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ని గ్రహించాలి, and to promote tourism for India's economic and financial growth, and also to raise awareness about the importance of saving national heritage. అంటే జాతి యొక్క tourism or whatever the heritage sites we have to save. So that is a part of this particular mission, right? Next. So theme కూడా ఇంపార్టెంట్. సో థీమ్ ఇస్ రూరల్ అండ్ కమ్యూనిటీ సెంటర్ టూరిజం. సో రూరల్ మరియు కమ్యూనిటీ సెంటర్ టూరిజం అనేది ఈ సంవత్సరం యొక్క థీమ్. సో ఇది కూడా గుర్తుంచుకోవాలి. నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్. వెన్ వాజ్ ద ఫస్ట్ ఎవర్ పరాక్రమ్ దివస్ అబ్జర్వ్? సో ఇండియాలో ఫస్ట్ టైం పరాక్రమ దివస్ అనేది ఏ ఇయర్ లో జరుపుకోవడం జరిగింది ఫర్ ద ఫస్ట్ టైం? వెరీ క్విక్లీ. Good morning Ajitesh, welcome to the session. Very good guys, very good, excellent. All of you have got this particular thing right. So the answer is it was observed for the first time in the year 2021. So which day is declared as Parakram Divas? So Parakram Divas anedi January 23. Right. So January 23rd ni manamu Parakram Divas ga observe cheyadam jarugutundi to commemorate the birth anniversary of Subhash Chandra Bose, who is also known as Netaji. Right. So Subhash Chandra Bose యొక్క బర్త్ యానివర్సరీ, బర్త్డే ని మనము we are observing it as Parakram Divas, which in 2021 for the first time government has observed this particular thing. Right. Next. What is the motto of the National Disaster Response Force? NDRF యొక్క theme ఏంటి? What is this particular theme? Very quickly. I hope the options are visible. Very good Guru, very good Sneha. Well done guys, well done, excellent. So the answer is Sustained Disaster Response Service. So Sustained Disaster Response Service అనేది NDRF, జాతీయ డిజాస్టర్ రెస్పాన్స్ ఫోర్స్ యొక్క థీమ్, రైట్. సో NDRF, as you know, right, so it falls under which ministry? So it falls under the Ministry of Home Affairs, right. So it is established, under the Ministry of Home Affairs, and it is headquartered in New Delhi. And another important thing that I have for you is we are running a 20% off on all Unacademy plus subscriptions, right. So Unacademy lo unnatuvanti anni paid batches evaithe unnayo anni categories, and not only Lawcet, ప్రతి ఒక్క దాంట్లో మనకి 20% discount రాబోతుంది. సో మీకు 20% discount కావాలంటే you have to apply my code, that is Thrinath10, spelling THRINATH10, right. So Thrinath10 అనే కోడ్ అప్లై చేస్తే you will be able to get additional 20% off, right, on all paid classes or plus courses of the Unacademy Learners application. So plus classes, ee roju mottam 3 plus classes unnai. There are 3 paid classes today on the Unacademy Learners application, right. So plus classes lo meeku okavela edaina doubt unte, it is not like YouTube, adi YouTube la kaadu, we directly you can raise your hand, right. You can raise your hand and you can unmute your mic and talk to me directly, right. So at the end of the session, certain time is allotted for your doubts, right. So it is going to be a one-stop solution, I would say, right. So ee roju mottam there are 3 plus classes which are scheduled. One is at 2 p.m. wherein we are going to discuss important judgments or case laws. So important cases mariyu judgments ni manam 2 p.m. discuss cheyabothunam. And at 4 p.m. important amendments. Amendments ante rajyanga savaranalu, right. So important rajyanga savaranalu manamu 4 p.m. discuss chedam. And also important doctrines, right. So there are certain important doctrines like doctrine of pith and substance, doctrine of eclipse, doctrine of severability, doctrine of basic structure. So itlanti one we are going to discuss at 6 p.m. today. So this is the plus class schedule. So plus class lo join kavalante you have to take Unacademy subscription by applying my code, that is Thrinath10. So Thrinath10 ane code apply cheyandi and get 20% off on all the plus and plus courses on the Unacademy Learners application. Very soon we are going to launch a marathon, a plus marathon on static GK as well. Next, when was the first ever National Girl Child Day observed? Very quick answers, please. What is your answer? Very good guys, excellent. Most of you have got it right. It is 2008. So 2008 లో మొదటిసారి గర్ల్ చైల్డ్. సో గర్ల్ చైల్డ్ అంటే ఒక ఆడపిల్లల దినోత్సవం. సో దట్ ఈస్ అబ్జర్వ్డ్ ఇన్ 2008 on 24th January. రైట్. సో 24 జనవరి రోజు మనము ఈ దినోత్సవాన్ని జరుపుకుంటాము జనరల్గా, రైట్. నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ ఇది వచ్చింది. ఓకే, ఇట్స్ ఓకే. హూ ఈస్ ద చీఫ్ ఎలక్షన్ కమిషనర్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా? భారత ప్రధాన ఎన్నికల అధికారి ఎవరు? ప్రధాన ఎన్నికల కమిషనర్. Who is the Chief Election Commissioner of India? Very quick answers. Very good. Sandeep, Shrikant, Manas, Vaishnavi, Vishwat, Sneha, Arpita, Karthik, Guru, Ashrita, Somna, Bharat. Very good guys. Well done. Right. So the answer is Rajiv Kumar. So Rajiv Kumar anewad, he is the present Chief Election Commissioner of India. So Election Commission ante Election Commission of India anedi, it is a constitutional body. So constitutional body ante Rajyangabadda Samstha. Right. So Election Commission is established under Article 324 of the Indian Constitution, and Articles 324 to 329 of the Indian Constitution talks about Election Commission of India, right? How many election commissioners are there in India along with the CEC? Along with the CEC తో పాటు ప్రధాన ఎన్నికల అధికారితో పాటు ఇంకొక ఇద్దరు ఎలక్షన్ కమిషనర్స్ ఉండబోతున్నారు in the election commission, right? Already we discussed about these constitutional bodies in our classes. Next, when is World Braley Day celebrated globally? ప్రపంచ బెయిలీ దినోత్సవం ఏ రోజు జరుపుకుంటాం? సో నిన్ననే మనము బ్రెయిలీకి సంబంధించి ఒక క్వశ్చన్ డిస్కస్ చేసాం, రైట్? January 3 ఆప్షన్లో లేనే లేదు. there's no Jan 3 in the option. Right. So yesterday we talked about one thing that is known as Louis Braley. Right. So Louis Braley, we talked about this particular fellow who invented Braley. Right. So Braley dinotsavam anedi January 4 రోజు మనం జరుపుకుంటాం. నిన్న క్లాస్ జరగలేదు. So in the studio, various teachers use this. Other teachers were using the studio, so I did not take the class. Right. So what is the? Just a second, guys. What is the purpose of Global Family Day? Global Family Day yokka purpose enti? Very quick answers, please. తొందరగా ఆన్సర్ చేయాలి. Very good, guys. What is the purpose? Sorry, I asked you what is the purpose. It's very simple. It is to promote unity and harmony in the world. So Global Peace Day ఏ రోజు జరుపుకుంటాం? When do we observe Global Family Day? It is on 1st of January. జనవరి మొదటి రోజు మనము ఈ గ్లోబల్ ఫ్యామిలీ డే అని జరుపుకుంటాం. సో గ్లోబల్ ఫ్యామిలీ డేకి ఇంకొక పేరు, దట్ ఈస్ నోన్ యాజ్ వరల్డ్ పీస్ డే, ప్రపంచ శాంతి దినోత్సవం. దీనికి ఇంకొక పేరు వచ్చేసి ఇక్కడ రాస్తున్నాం, వరల్డ్ పీస్ డే. వరల్డ్ పీస్ డే అంటే ప్రపంచ శాంతి దినోత్సవం, రైట్? సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద ఆన్సర్. నెక్స్ట్, హూ ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ వరల్డ్ డే ఆఫ్ వార్ ఆర్ఫన్స్? అంటే యుద్ధంలో అనాథలుగా మిగిలిపోయిన వాళ్ళ కోసం ఒక ప్రపంచ దినోత్సవాన్ని ఎవరు ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ చేయడం జరిగింది? సో ఈ రోజు క్లాస్లో మనం జనరల్లీ డిస్కస్ చేయబోయే టాపిక్స్ ఇవి ఉండబోతున్నాయి, రైట్? వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు టాక్ అబౌట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ డేస్, రైట్? వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు టాక్ అబౌట్ బుక్స్ అండ్ ఆథర్స్, వీఆర్ ఆల్సో గోయింగ్ టు టాక్ అబౌట్ ఆబిచ్యురీస్, అంటే ఎవరైతే రీసెంట్గా చనిపోయినారో వాళ్ళ గురించి డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం, అండ్ మెనీ మోర్. And of course, we are also going to talk about, military exercises and stuff like that. Very good, guys. So the answer is SOS, Enfants and Destres, which is a France-based company, right? So World Day of Orphans అనేది మనం January 6 రోజు జరుపుకుంటున్నాం, right? So January 6 వరల్డ్ డే ఆఫ్ వార్ ఆర్ఫన్స్. సో వార్లో ఎవరైతే అనాథాలుగా మిగిలిపోయినారో వాళ్ళ కోసం మనం ఒక దినోత్సవాన్ని జరుపుకుంటున్నాం, రైట్? నెక్స్ట్, వై ఈస్ ప్రవాసీ భారతీయ దివస్ సెలబ్రేటెడ్ ఇన్ ఇండియా? ఇండియాలో ప్రవాసీ భారతీయ దినోత్సవం ఎందుకు జరుపుకుంటాం? వై డు వి సెలబ్రేట్ ఇట్? Very good, Somna. Very good. Nandu, Guru, Sneha. Well done, guys. Well done. So Pravasi Bharatiya Divas is observed every year, to celebrate the contributions of overseas Indian community. What is the meaning of overseas Indian community? So overseas Indian community అంటే ఇండియన్స్ ఎవరైతే ఓవర్సీస్ అంటే వేరే దేశంలో ఎవరైతే ఉంటున్నారో, సో దోస్ పీపుల్ ఆర్ నోన్ యాజ్ ఓవర్సీస్ ఇండియన్స్. సో ఓవర్సీస్ అంటే వాళ్ళు ఇండియన్సే కాకపోతే బయట ఉంటున్నారు, రైట్? అండ్ దెన్ we discussed about persons of Indian origin, రైట్? సో పర్సన్స్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియన్ ఆరిజిన్స్ అంటే ఇండియన్సా కాదా? పర్సన్స్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియన్ ఆరిజిన్ గురించి మనం సిటిజన్షిప్ డిస్కస్ చేసేటప్పుడు మాట్లాడడం, రైట్? అండర్ ఆర్టికల్ 8 we were talking about persons of Indian origin. Persons of Indian origin అంటే ఇండియన్సా కాదా? That is my question. Yes, Manasa. This day is observed because Gandhi has returned back. Yes, no, right? So already in class lo discuss chesina. Persons of Indian origin ante they are not Indians, they are Indian origin. So persons of Indian origin ante they are born in India but they have the passport of other country, right? For example, if you look at Sundar Pichai, right? So Sundar Pichai, who is the CEO of Alphabet. So Alphabet CEO Sundar Pichai Indiana kaadu, right? He is a person of Indian origin. He held an Indian passport before, but now he is an American citizen. So persons of Indian origin ante they are not Indian citizens. Persons of Indian origin ante భారత సంతతికి చెందిన వ్యక్తులు, అంతేగాని భారతీయులు కాదు. వెరస్ ఓవర్సీస్ ఇండియన్స్ అంటే దే ఆర్ ఇండియన్స్. వాళ్ళు ఇండియన్సే కానీ బయట ఉన్నారు, మళ్ళీ వస్తారు, దే విల్ కమ్ బ్యాక్, రైట్? దట్ ఈస్ నోన్ యాజ్ దిస్. ఓకే, సో డోంట్ కన్ఫ్యూజ్ హియర్. సో ఈ విషయంలో మీరు మళ్ళీ కన్ఫ్యూజ్ కావద్దు. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్. What is the significance of January 10 in relation to World Hindi Day? January 10th రోజు మనం వరల్డ్ హిందీ డే జరుపుకుంటున్నాం, రైట్? సో ఎందుకు, దాని సిగ్నిఫికెన్స్ ఏంటిది? బట్ దేర్ ఫాదర్ ఆర్ మదర్స్ ఆర్ ఇండియన్, సో వాట్? How does it matter? Like, see, for example, if I am an American citizen, it doesn't matter whether my parents are Indians or foreigners, right? Very good, guys, very good. So the anniversary of the first time Hindi was spoken in the United Nations General Assembly. UNG ante United Nations General Assembly lo 1949, in the year 1949 Hindi was spoken for the first time, right? So danni commemorate cheyadaniki we are observing World Hindi Day on 10th of January, right? Next, what is the theme of International Customs Day 2023? అంతర్జాతీయ కస్టమ్స్ దినోత్సవం 2023 యొక్క థీమ్ ఏంటి? వాట్ ఈస్ ద థీమ్? వెరీ క్విక్ ఆన్సర్స్. Very good, guys, very good. So the answer is nurturing the next generation, promoting a culture of knowledge and sharing professional pride in customs, right? So customs ante enti manam already discussed chesnam, right? So we discussed about this particular thing of customs. So there are different type of customs. I would say, just a second, right? So we discussed about customs in our classes. So that's what. So World International Customs Day is observed on January 26. January 26 రోజు మనం ఇంటర్నేషనల్ కస్టమ్స్ డేని జరుపుకుంటాం. నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్. What is the date of World Leprosy Day 2023? ప్రపంచ లెప్రసీ అంటే కుష్టు వ్యాధి అని అర్థం. something like this. So కుష్టు వ్యాధి అంటే మొత్తం your entire body is having a lot of wounds and all, right? So you might have seen in the movie I. So it is something like that. ప్రపంచ కుష్టు దినోత్సవం ఏ రోజు జరుపుకుంటాం? What is the answer? Very good, Sandeep. Very good. So, no. Right, so in 2023, we are observing World Leprosy Day on 29th of January. Right, so 29th of January. So, Dani theme previous question lo undi. Right, so the theme వచ్చేసి previous question, it is an option. Right, so that is act now, end leprosy. So ఇప్పుడు యాక్షన్ తీసుకుందాం, కుష్టు వ్యాధిని నియంత్రిస్తాం అనేది. ఇట్ ఈస్ ద థీమ్ ఆఫ్ వరల్డ్ లెప్రసీ డే 2023. రైట్, నెక్స్ట్ కస్టమ్స్ వచ్చింది మళ్ళా. What happened to this? There it was moving like this only. Which one are we discussing? This should be the slide. Right. Why is it not moving? Yeah. What is Data Privacy Day? Data Privacy Day and data. What is Data Privacy Day? Yeah, I will upload it. ఈరోజు సాయంత్రం అప్లోడ్ చేస్తాను. ఆఫ్టర్ ద ప్లస్ క్లాస్ ఐ విల్ అప్లోడ్ ఇట్. సో ఫస్ట్ 500 questions I'll upload it today. Right, so first 500 it will be uploaded today, and next 500 it will be uploaded together very soon. Very good. So it is an initiative to promote privacy and protect personal data. So personal data and rakshinchadaniki we observe Data Privacy Day. So Data Privacy Day in 2023, we are observing it on which day? January 28. So January 28 roju Data Privacy Day jarupukuntam. Right. Next. I think, yeah. So what is the significance of January 27? What is the significance of January 27? Chala koncham jaldi answer it very quickly. In this pace, we would go very slow. Right, so the answer is International Holocaust Remembrance Day. So you might have studied in your smaller classes. So chinnappudu, in your 9th class and 10th class, when you are, studying about World War II, right? Prapancha Yuddham rendu gurinchi discuss chesinapu, you might have studied in your classes that, how Jews were killed, right? So how they were killed, in World War II, there was a genocide. So genocide ante oka marana homam ani artham. So in this certain, European Jews were killed very badly, right? So that is what, we remember it on, we remember it as International Holocaust Day, right? Next. Yeah. Who was the chief guest at the 74th Republic Day of India? Ninnane discuss just. See, Jews are not a religion, I would say. Right. Very good. Right. Yesterday we have discussed it, right, in our class about this particular thing. Who came as the Republic Day chief guest, right? So he is Mr. Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, who is the president of Egypt. Right. So ninnane manam discuss chesnam it, right? So the president of Egypt, he came as a chief guest to this particular thing. Next. Yes, we have discussed it yesterday. I don't know why this is not moving. Like before this, it was moving well, but all of a sudden there is this problem. I have to manually move it. When is National Road Safety Week observed in India? ప్రపంచ రోడ్డు భద్రతా వారోత్సవం ఎప్పుడు జరుపుకుంటున్నాం ఇండియాలో? Very quick answers. Very good guys. Very good. Karthik, Madhu, excellent. So the answer is 11th to 17th of January. So 11 నుంచి 17 January వరకు మనము రోడ్ సేఫ్టీ వీక్ ని జరుపుకోబోతున్నాం. Right. So road safety week is observed by which ministry in India? Which ministry is responsible for this? That is MORTH. Right. Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. Who is the union minister for MORTH? It is Nitin Jairam Gadkari. We already discussed it in yesterday's class. Right. Next. Manual operation. Who is Swami Vivekananda and why is National Youth Day celebrated? Swami Vivekananda ante evaru and Prapancha Youth Dinotsavam, Youth Day ante emantaru? What do you call it in Telugu? So Youth Dinotsavam ee roju jarupukuntam. Options కనిపించకపోతే కొంచెం పక్కన జరుగుతాం. Right. Very good guys, very good, excellent. So Swami Vivekananda is a Hindu spiritual leader and reformer, right? And why do we observe National Youth Day enduku jarupukuntam? To mark his birth anniversary. So when is this observed? Generally on 12th of Jan. Right. So generally on 12th of January we observe this particular thing, right? Yes, very good. Next. Who presided over the 7th Armed Forces Veterans Day celebrations? Armed Forces lo ఉన్నటువంటి veterans అంటే దిగ్గజాలను దినోత్సవాన్ని ఏ రోజు మనం జరుపుకుంటున్నాం? I'll see it. What is your answer guys? Very good guys, very good. So the answer is Defense Minister Rajnath Singh. So Rakshana Mantri Rajnath Singh event ni preside cheyadam jarigindi. Next. Itla jaragacha. Yeah. Where was the 75th Indian Army Day commemorated in 2023? 2023 లో ఇండియన్ ఆర్మీ దినోత్సవం, భారతీయ ఆర్మీ దినోత్సవం ఎక్కడ జరిగింది? ఎక్కడ స్టార్ట్ అయింది? Very quick answers in the chat. Just a second. I was expecting this, but that's not the answer. Right. So The answer is C, Bengaluru. Right. So Bengaluru on 15th January 2023, so the Indian Army Day was observed, which commemorated its 75th anniversary at parade grounds in Bengaluru. So then Rajnath Singh launch చేయడం జరిగింది. So he has started, right? So ఇట్లాంటి తప్పులో కాళ్ళు చేయొద్దు. Next. Armed Forces Veteran Day already discussed just number, that is 14th of January. Next. On which city hosted the National Youth Festival in National Youth Day 2023? National Youth Festival అనేది ఏ సిటీలో హోస్ట్ చేయడం జరిగింది? వెరీ క్విక్ ఆన్సర్స్. Very bad, guys. Very good, very good. Most of you got it right. So the answer is Hubballi. Right. So Hubballi is in Karnataka. Right. So that is where this particular festival was hosted. Next. Who authored the book Breaking Barriers, the Story of a Dalit Chief Secretary? Breaking Barriers, oka Dalit Secretary yokka. Sir, please make a video on important 2023 GK questions. Yeah, we are launching a course on static GK, a marathon course very soon. Who authored this particular book? Breaking Barriers, the Story of a Dalit Chief Secretary. Very good, Sneha. Very good, Guru. Well done, guys. So the answer is Kaki Madhav Rao. So Kaki Madhav Rao, he was the ex-chief secretary of the government of Andhra Pradesh, right? So he was an ex-chief secretary of the government of Andhra Pradesh, and he authored this particular book, the Dalit Chief Secretary, Breaking Barriers. Next. Which renowned author recently launched his book Ambedkar A Life? Ambedkar A Life అనే పుస్తకాన్ని ఎవరు రీసెంట్ గా లాంచ్ చేయడం జరిగింది? Very quick answers. Very good, guys. Very good. Most of you knows this. So the answer is Shashi Tharoor, right? So you know that Shashi Tharoor is a member of parliament and he has authored this particular book. So this book is published by Aleph Book Company and promoted by Rupa Publications in India. Who released the medical book Human Anatomy in Hindi, Manav Sharir Rachna Vigyan? I think this should be an easy question. So asali book ఏంది హ్యూమన్ అనాటమీ అని తెలియకపోయినా కానీ you should be in a position to answer it by looking at these names. Right. Very good, Sneha, Manasa, Praveen, Jivana, Mamta, Naren has lost it, Manihaz has lost it, Vinu has got it right. Very good. So the answer is Mangubai Patel. Right, so Mangubai Patel, he has released this particular book, Human Anatomy. Right, so various options it cannot be there. Right, somebody has answered it as C. So Shashi Tharoor is not a anatomist, or he has nothing to do with that. His book is already there. So Ranjan Gogoi is a former Chief Justice of India. And MS Dhoni, so we know our MS Dhoni. So MS Dhoni cannot write a book on anatomy. Right. Next. Sorry, 1 second is here. This book is written by Dr. Ashwini Kumar Dwivedi. Right, just remember this particular thing. Book is written by Ashwini Kumar Dwivedi and it is launched by Mangubai Patel, who is the governor of Madhya Pradesh. Next. Who launched the book? Mukhyamantri Dairy 1, authored by Himanta Biswa Sharma. So Himanta Biswa Sharma, as you know, he is the Chief Minister of Assam. సో ఇతను రాసినటువంటి బుక్ హిమంత బిశ్వ శర్మ రచించినటువంటి పుస్తకాన్ని లాంచ్ చేసింది ఎవరు? Very good guys, very good. So the answer is Justice Ranjan Gogoi, who is a former Chief Justice of India. దీంట్లో కూడా సేమ్ ఆప్షన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. So you should be in a position to answer this. Who released the autobiography of Professor K.K. Abdul Ghaffar? Professor K.K. Abdul Ghaffar యొక్క autobiography release చేసింది ఎవరు? I'm just now you have the only obvious option that is left. Who released it? ఒకటే ఆప్షన్ మిగిలింది. ఆల్రెడీ వేరే ప్రతి ఒక్క డిస్కస్ చేసినాం. Right. So the answer is MS Dhoni. So MS Dhoni has released this particular book. Right. MS Dhoni has released this particular book. So former Indian cricket captain MS Dhoni has released autobiography of techno-educationalist Professor K.K. Abdul Ghaffar. Right. What is this number? Next. Who authored the book Braving a Viral Storm, India's COVID-19 Vaccine Story? Braving a Viral Storm, India's COVID-19 Vaccine Story అనే పుస్తక రచయిత ఎవరు? Very quick answers. Well done guys, well done. Right, so the answer is Ashish Chandorkar and also Suraj Sudhir. So these people have authored this particular book. Who released the book Revolutionaries, the other story of how India won its freedom? So Revolutionaries, the other story of how India won its freedom. So this book is released by whom? Right. So this book is authored by Sanjeev Sanyal. Who is a principal advisor of the Economic Council to the Prime Minister. Very good. Very good. So this book was released by, Amita Shah. And this book, presents an alternative perspective on India's freedom struggle. So prastham unna freedom books lo kaakunda, there's a different perspective in this particular book. So you can go through it. What is the title of the book authored by Prince Harry? So Prince Harry అనే పుస్తక రచయిత రచించినటువంటి బుక్ యొక్క టైటిల్ ఏంటి? What is the title of it? Very quick. What is it? Marathon. So the answer is Spare. Right. So Spare is the book which is written by Prince Harry. Next. Who launched the English version of the book? Come, let's run. Randi Manam Urukudam. So who has authored this particular book? Come, let's run. Launched, sorry, not authored. What is the answer? Very good. The answer is Krishnamachari Srikanth. Right. So Krishnamachari Srikanth, he has released this particular thing. So Krishnamachari Srikanth is a former captain of Indian cricket team. So who has authored this particular book? So this book was authored by M.A. Subramaniam. M.A. Subramaniam, who is a Tamil Nadu minister. He is Tamil Nadu Minister for Health and Family Welfare. Right, so he has authored this particular book. So this Tamil version of the book is also released, which is known as Odalam Vanga. Right. So Tamil version of the book is Odalam Vanga. So this is also released. This book talks about running యొక్క benefits అంటే రన్నింగ్ చేయడం వల్ల ఎట్లాంటి బెనిఫిట్స్ ఉన్నాయనేది ఈ బుక్ డిస్కస్ చేస్తుంది. రైట్. నెక్స్ట్. Who authored the book? India's Knowledge Supremacy, The New Dawn. Who authored the book India's Knowledge Supremacy, The New Dawn? Very quick answers. No, Karthik, because Sanjeev Sanyal we have already discussed, right? So he gave a new perspective to Indian history. Very good guys. Very good, Rahul, Madhu, Ashrita, Sneha. Very good. So the answer is Dr. Ashwin Fernandez. Right. So Dr. Ashwin Fernandez అనే వ్యక్తి ఇండియాస్ నాలెడ్జ్ సుప్రమసీ ద న్యూ డాన్ అనే పుస్తకాన్ని రచించాడు. రైట్. అండ్ దిస్ బుక్ వాజ్ రిలీజ్డ్ బై it was launched or released by Dharmendra Pradhan, who is a education minister. Right, so Union Education Minister, he has released this particular thing. Right, next question. Which Indian footballer passed away in Kolkata at the age of 71? 71 సంవత్సరాలకు రీసెంట్ గా ఒక ఇండియన్ ఫుట్బాలర్ మృతి చెందడం జరిగింది. సో పాస్డ్ అవే అంటే మృతి చెందడం. సో who is that? Very good, guys. Very good. So the answer is Shyamal Ghosh. Right. He died recently. Who was Janaki Vallabh? Who was Janaki Vallabh? Very quick answers. Who was Janaki Vallabh? I'm getting my sound. Right. So he is an Hindi language expert. So Janaki Vallabh is a Hindi language expert. Next. Right. So here are some more important things. He was an Indian translator and writer who translated Chinese works into Hindi. సో చైనాలో ఉన్నటువంటి లిటరేచర్ అతను హిందీలోకి తర్జుమా చేయడం జరిగింది. రైట్. So Chinese he is giving into Hindi, and he lived and worked in China as a Hindi language expert from 1956 to the years immediately following the Cultural Revolution. So he was born in Dalkot village, and that is what. So here the term is given as known as sinologist. Right. Sinologist ante a person who studies or is an expert in the academic study of China, primarily through Chinese language, literature, and history. Right. Next. Who was Keshrinath Tripathi? So many of these questions are related to obituaries. అంటే ఎవరైతే రీసెంట్ గా చనిపోయారో సో వాళ్ళకి సంబంధించినటువంటి ఇష్యూస్, బికాజ్ ఈవెన్ దిస్ క్యాన్ బి ఆస్క్డ్ ఇన్ ద ఎగ్జామినేషన్. Keshrinath Tripathi. Very good guys, very good. So he was a former governor of West Bengal. పశ్చిమ బెంగాల్ యొక్క ఫార్మర్ గవర్నర్. హీ వాజ్ దేర్ అండ్ హీ డైడ్ రీసెంట్లీ. రీసెంట్గా తను చనిపోవడం జరిగింది. హూ వాజ్ తెహమెథన్ ఏ ఉడ్వాడియా? తెహమెథాన్ ఏ ఉడ్వాడియా ఎవరు? Very quick answers please. So ఇప్పుడు ఆల్రెడీ రెండు ఆప్షన్స్ అయితే ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఎలిమినేట్ అయిపోయినాయి. 2 options are already removed, right? So you can guess it. Right, so the answer is he is an Indian surgeon and gastroenterologist. Right, so he is not a Kashmiri one, he is a gastroenterologist and he died recently. So that is why this thing is there in the news. Next. Okay, so this you should be in a position to answer. Who was Abdur Rahman Rahi? So Abdur Rahman Rahi ante evaru? What do you think is your answer? Abdur Rahman Rahi, who is this person? Right, so he is a Kashmiri poet. So he is a renowned Kashmiri poet and he also passed away recently. So recently atanu chanipovam jarigindi. Yeah. Who was Ronald E Asher and what was his area of specialization? So Ronald E Asher and ever and atani specialization ఏంటి? Let us target for 600 at least. 600 to 650 questions we'll try to discuss today. Right, very good guys. So he is a British linguist who is specializing in Dravidian languages. So Dravida భాషలు ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో, so it might be Tamil, Telugu and all. So అతను ఒక బ్రిటిష్ లింగ్విస్ట్, బట్ అతనికి ఇట్లాంటి లాంగ్వేజెస్ లో ఎక్స్పర్టీస్ ఉంది. రైట్, so he is known for translating and propagating several Tamil and Malayalam works, and he wrote his first book on Tamil, a Tamil prose reader with R. Radhakrishnan in the year 1971. He was also well known for translating the works of Vaikom Muhammad Bashir, Malayalam, and Pudumai Pithan, which is in Tamil. Next. Yeah. What is a nickname given to just a sec, Prabhaben Shah, who passed away on January 18, 2023. Prabhaben Shah ki ఇచ్చినటువంటి బిరుదు ఏమిటి? quick answers. Not really. That is not the answer. The answer is Daman ki Divya. Right. So Daman, in the sense, she is from the Union Territory of Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Dayu, and she is known as Daman ki Divya. Right. So she passed away recently, and she organized canteens for the poor and coordinated the All India Women Council's Watra banks to assist Gujarat flood victims. And she was influenced by Gandhian ideology and was attached to Swaraj Ashram in Braley, which is in Gujarat. Right. Next. What was the profession of Neelamani Pukan, who passed away on January 19, 2023? రీసెంట్గా మృతి చెందినటువంటి నీలమణి పూకాన్ యొక్క expertise ఏంటి? What is the profession of this particular person? Very good, guys. Very good, excellent. So this particular person was an Assamese poet and also a Gnanpith Award recipient. Yeah. Which Indian decathlete, right, so decade 10, so which means there are 10 games in this, passed away on January 22, 2023 and was known as the Iron Man of India. He is also given the title of Iron Man of India. What is your answer? Very good, guys. Very good. Very good. So the answer is Sabir Ali. Right. So Sabir Ali passed away recently. Right. So he got this. He was a decathlete. So decathlete in the sense there are 10 games in it. Right. So he won the decathlon gold at the 1981 Asian Athletics Championships in Tokyo, Japan. He also won 10 gold medals in decathlon and 2 silver medals in South Asian Athletics, which was right. So Sabir Ali was declared as the best sportsman of India in the year 1981. 1981లో he was declared as the best sportsman of India. What was the year in which Badara Aliyu Juf became the vice president of Republic of Namibia? So generally వేరే దేశంలో ప్రెసిడెంట్ మనకి ఇంపార్టెంట్, బట్ ఇక్కడ వైస్ ప్రెసిడెంట్ అడిగినామంటే there is some significance. Right, answer it down. What is your answer? In which year he died? Very good, guys. Very good. So he died in the year 2022. He is a vice president of Namibia, but he died in India. ఇండియాలో ఇతను మృతి చెందడం జరిగింది. సో అందుకని ఇట్ ఈస్ లిటిల్ ఇంపార్టెంట్, ఐ వుడ్ సే. రైట్. Yeah. What was Arata Izozaki known for? Arata Izozaki is known for what? No. Right. So Arta Izozaki is known for combining postmodernism and metabolism with technology in his designs. Right. So he was also called postmodern giant for blending the culture and history of the East and West in his designs. Yeah. What was R.K. Krishna Kumar known for? R.K. Krishna Kumar దేనికి సంబంధించిన వాడు? What is the answer? So he was a close confidant of Ratan Tata. So Ratan Tata ki chala daggara unnatuvanti vyakti. So that is what he is known for. Next, what was Amita Pointer best known for? Anita Pointer దేనికి సంబంధించిన వ్యక్తి? Very good guys. So Amita is being a founding member of the vocal group of the Pointer Sisters. What was Siddeshwara Swamiji? Siddeshwara Swamiji known for? Siddeshwara Swamiji దేనికి ప్రసిద్ధి చెందిండు? Right? Very good. So Siddeshwara Swami is known as the walking god of North Karnataka. North Karnataka, Uttara Karnataka lo nadiche devudu ani he has given, that was his title. Next. Where did Arata Ozaki passed away? Right, she passed away in Okinawa Island. Next question can come in your exam. Hiraben, who passed away on 30th December 2022, she is related to Hiraben. Very good guys, very good. Right. So Hiraben is related to Narendra Modi. So she is the mother of Narendra Modi. So she is the mother of Narendra Modi and she passed away on this, this particular date, 30th December. Yeah. Yes. Who was a former and last king of Greece who passed away in January 2023? Very quick answers. So the answer is Constantine II. So Constantine II, he was the last ruler of Greece, and he died, in the very recently, I guess, right? So that is what was there, and so Greece became a republic state in the year 1974. So 1974, Greece became a republic state. So I hope you already understand what is the meaning of republic, right? So republic is a form of government where the head of state is elected. So is India a republic country? Is India a republic state? Yes or no? Is India a republic state? Yes. How about UK? Is Britain a republic state? Yeah, is Britain a republic state? Britain is not a republic state. Why it is not a republic state? Because the head of state is not an elected person. The crown or the queen is not a elected person. Who was Sharad Yadav? So Sharad Yadav ante evaru? Who is this person? Yes. Right, so these are generally the questions. Very good, guys. So he is an Indian politician, founder and member of Janata Dal Party. So Janata Dal Party oka founder, and he died recently, like in January. This person has died, so that is why it is there in the news. What was the profession of Dr. A.D. Damodaram? A.D. Damodaram యొక్క profession ఏంటి? What was his profession? Damodaram. Well done. So he was a scientist, I would say. Right. Next. With the demise of Mukarram Jha, which of the following has come to an end? Mukarram Jha యొక్క మృతితో ఏది అంతానికి వచ్చింది? No. No, guys. So it is the informal Nizamate of Hyderabad, right? So Nizam dynasty anedi, so it came into end at the time of in the year 1948 or something, where the last ruler was Mir Usman Ali Khan. But the informal Nizamate, ante Nizam kalam అయిపోయిన తర్వాత కూడా, right? So there are kings in the Nizam dynasty. I mean, they are just the titular head. కేవలం టైటిల్ కోసం మాత్రమే వాళ్ళు కింగ్స్. బట్ ఇండియా ఇస్ అ డెమోక్రటిక్ రిపబ్లిక్ స్టేట్, సో దీస్ కింగ్స్ ఆర్ నాట్ అలౌడ్. బట్ జస్ట్ పేరు కోసం మాత్రమే దే ఆర్ దేర్, రైట్? సో దిస్ ఇన్ఫార్మల్ నిజామేట్, దిస్ ఫెలో హూ వాజ్ దేర్, హిస్ నేమ్ ఇస్ ముకరం జా. సో హీ డైడ్, and so he, with this particular person's death, the informal nizamate of Hyderabad came to an end, right? So he will be buried, in Hyderabad, somewhere near Makkah Masjid or Charminar, and that's how it is. Next, what was the 21st edition of India-France naval exercise Varuna conducted? When was this conducted? I think now you'll have a series of questions on military, navy and air exercises. So when was this held? From 16th to 20th January 2023. Right. Next, where was the inaugural Indo-Egypt Joint Special Force Training Exercise Cyclone 1 held? So Cyclone 1 అనే ఇండియా ఈజిప్ట్ మధ్యలో జరిగేటటువంటి జాయింట్ స్పెషల్ ఫోర్స్ ట్రైనింగ్ ఎక్సర్సైజ్ ఎక్కడ ప్రారంభమైంది? What is the answer? No. So the answer is Rajasthan, right? So this was started in Rajasthan, Jaisalmer, Rajasthan. So that is the answer. Next, when was Indian Navy's Amphex 2023 mega military exercise being held? So this is being held from 17th to 22nd January 2023, right? So Indian Navy conducted a 6-day long military exercise which is known as Amphex. So it is the largest biennial tri-service amphibious exercise. So biennial ante So it happens like, for every 2 years, right? So dry service amphibious exercise, so which means it is happening in water, right, involving Indian Army and Indian Air Force near Kakinada in Andhra Pradesh, right? So this samudra మీద జరగబోతుంది, and of course Army and Navy is going to participate in this particular Amphex 2023, right? So biennial ante once in 2 years, biannual. So what is the meaning of biannual? So biannual ante it happens twice in a year, oka సంవత్సరంలో రెండు సార్లు అని అర్థం, రైట్? సో biennial అంటే రెండు సంవత్సరాలకు ఒకసారి అని అర్థం. నెక్స్ట్, when will the Tropex 23 exercise be conducted by the Indian Navy? So Tropex exercise ఎప్పుడు జరగబోతుంది? So it is happening from January to March 2020. This is also a biennial exercise, I would say, right? Yeah. So Tropex is a significant biennial maritime exercise conducted in the Indian Ocean region. Next, where was the inaugural edition of India-Japan Joint Air Defense Exercise, Veer Guardian? So Veer Guardian is a joint, defense exercise between India and Japan. Where did it start? In Japan or India or Sri Lanka or Nepal? Obviously, two answers you have to eliminate it. Two answers మనం ఈజీగా eliminate చేయొచ్చు. Very, 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 very bad. The answer is Japan, right? So India-Japan joint military joint defense exercise, that is Veer Guardian, was held in Japan. See, generally, రెండు దేశాల మధ్యలో if it is a military exercise, if it is a bilateral exercise, so bilateral అంటే between two countries, right? So it can be naval exercise or military exercise, whatever it is. So it will generally happen in either of these two, right? So for example, if there is an exercise between India and USA, so it generally happens in either India or in USA. Generally, there might be some exceptions sometimes, right? But generally when it is a trilateral exercise, so three countries like sometimes there might be a multilateral exercise, so for that we cannot predict. But ఇట్లాంటి క్వశ్చన్లు ఈ రెండు ఆప్షన్స్ ఈజీగా తీసేయచ్చు. ఇంకా కొంచెం చదివిన వాళ్ళు they will mark it in the exam and they will get 1 mark and remaining people will go backwards, right? As simple as that. Next, this manual process, I don't like it. What is the name of KKCL that will be displayed on? What is the brand name of KKCL? Is a company and it has a brand which will be displayed on Team India's jersey until May 2023 as their official sponsor. What is the answer? No. See, obviously, one option cannot be the answer, right? Sania Mirza cannot be the answer because Sania Mirza is not a brand as of now, right? It's not a brand name, right? So the answer is Killer, right? So Killer is going to be the official title sponsor. Not title sponsor, just the sponsor of Team India's jersey, right? So look at this one, Keval Kiran. So KKCL ante Keval Kiran Clothing Limited. Keval Kiran Clothing Limited. Next, which group has partnered with International Hockey Federation for the 15th edition of FIH Odisha Hockey Men's World Cup? So దీంట్లో నుంచి ఒక ఆన్సర్ you will be able to eliminate it very easily. Right. So Priyanshu has made things very simple for you so that not really. Very good, guys. Very good. So the answer is JSW group. Right. They've partnered with the JSW group. Everybody should answer this correct. Prati okkari the correct answer cheyali. Who recently announced her retirement from professional tennis and confirmed that Dubai Tennis Championship will be her last match? Ninnane discuss chesna. We talked about this yesterday. And she's already retired because, WTA Dubai is already done. Right, very good, guys, very good. So the answer is Sania Mirza. So Sania Mirza, so she has announced her retirement from the, professional tennis career. So she has resigned, and her last match will be, in the World Tennis Federation or World Tennis Association, which is there in Dubai. So that would be her last match in February, and she has already resigned. Right. Next. What is the name of the theme song of the 5th edition of Khelo India Youth Games 2022? Khelo India Youth Games 2022 యొక్క theme song ఏంటి? So theme song అయితే song, just guess what would be the song, right? So song లో దీనికి ఏ ఆప్షన్ సెట్ అవుతుంది? Just answer it. Very good. MP शोर मचा दो, हिंदुस्तान का दिल दिखा दो. Right, so this is the name of the theme song of 5th edition of Khelo India Youth Games. Right. So that is what. So as you know that Khelo India Youth Games will be hosted by Madhya Pradesh. Right. So that is what is important. They can ask you this. Who won the men's single title in the 2023 Adelaide International 1? Very good, guys, very good. The answer is Novak Djokovic. So this fellow has got. You know that, he's a tennis player, Serbian tennis player. Next. Who won India's first ever silver medal in Women's World Blitz Championship at the FIDE World Rapid and Blitz Championships 2022 held in Almaty, Kazakhstan? Inta pedda question. What is your answer? Very good, Sandeep, Mohammad, Sneha, Somna, no Aishwarya, no guys. So the answer is Koneru Hampi. Right, so Koneru Hampi is the right answer. Who became India's 78th Grandmaster at MPL 59th Senior Chess Championship? MPL 29th Senior Chess Championship lo evaru Indialo 78th Grandmaster కావడం జరిగింది? Very good, Karthik. Very good, Guru, Aishwarya. Well done, guys. So the answer is Kaustav Chatterjee. Right, Kaustav Chatterjee, he has, received this particular thing. Which organization will introduce a transgender category for boxing from 2023? 2023 వచ్చి ట్రాన్స్జెండర్కి ఒక బాక్సింగ్ కేటగిరీని ఎవరు ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేయబోతున్నారు? Very good guys. Excellent. So the answer is, very bad actually. World Boxing Council. Right. So previously it was not allowed. Now, there's going to be a transgender category wherein, all the transgenders are allowed to play. Right. Next. Which city is said to host the first ever ABBFIA, that is, Formula E World Championship race in the year 2023? Everybody should answer this correct. Everyone should answer this correct. And I'll be back in 1 minute, guys. 2 minutes, I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Right. So the answer is Hyderabad. Right. So you might have known about this particular thing. I think we discussed this question in the last class, right? Who became the fastest player to reach 1500 runs in T20 international cricket in terms of balls faced? Let me just see. Answer this correct very fast. Oh, I did not use my mic or what? Mic sound is coming. Okay. Very good, guys. Very good. So the answer is Surya Kumar Yadav. So yesterday we talked about this particular question already. Which Indian cricketer has retired from international cricket with immediate effect? Sorry guys, this cannot be Indian cricket. Which cricketer is enough? Indian cricketer, I don't want them to. Right. So the answer is Dwayne Pretorius. Right, he is from South Africa. So he has recently retired. Good. Which national sports federation became the first to enter the world of metaverse? Metaverse లోపలికి వచ్చింది ఎవరు? Answer it down guys very quickly. No, Nandu, I'm not going to complete 1000 questions today, as I told you. Right, so the answer is Hockey India. Because why I am not going to complete, I'll tell you. Endu complete cheyana kuda cheptanu, okay? Remember this 1138. I have to come back here again. Right, so I have 3+ classes today. At 2 p.m. important judgments, at 4 p.m. important amendments, at 6 p.m. important doctrines. So as my afternoon schedule is also completely blocked, I won't be able to complete. It is not going to be a long marathon. Right. Let's go. Yeah. Who won the India Open Badminton Championship in the women's single category? Women's single category lo India Open Badminton evaru గెలవడం జరిగింది? Who has won? Very bad. Right. So the answer is Ann Seong. So she has won in the women's category. And Kunalwat Vidit San. So he has won in the men's category. Right. So this is important again. Which sponsors have been roped in by Sony Sports Network for the Australian Open 2023? Sure, who are the sponsors? So the answer is both A and B, right? So it has been, roped in sponsors including Hyundai Ioniq 5 and Samsonite as co-presenting partners and Panasonic as an associate sponsor for the upcoming Australian Open. who became the 79th Grandmaster after crossing 2500 ELO rating and winning the Rilton Cup 2023 held in Stockholm, Sweden. So the answer is P. Inian. Right. So P. Inian became India's 17th Grandmaster after winning the Rilton Club. So he crossed 2500 ELO rating rank, which is one of the requirements. Which country ranked third in terms of new vehicle sales in 2022, surpassing Japan? So Japan ni D kotti evaru. Which country has been ranked third in new vehicle sales in 2022? Very good, guys. Very good. The answer is India. Right. Next question. Which Indian city accounted for highest VC investments in 2022? So VC is venture capitalist. Right. So VCs are the people who invest in companies. Right. So even in Unacademy, certain VCs and VC firms have invested, their money. It's a quite obvious answer. It's a very clear answer, I would say. Very good, guys. So the answer is Bengaluru. Right. So Bengaluru has the highest tech VC investments. Of course, Bengaluru is also known as the startup capital of India or Silicon Valley of India. Right. Because of, a huge number of startups that are based. Right. So even Unacademy is also based out of Bangalore. So Unacademy is also based out of Bangalore. So our head office is in Bangalore. So I thought of taking a live from Bangalore head office itself, but it is technically not possible because of the exam and stuff. Right. Once more show today's schedules. I will show it at the end. After completing some questions, I'll show it. Who topped the Brand Guardianship Index 2023 globally? So generally there are 3 classes, one at 2 p.m., at 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. Who topped it? Brand Guardianship Index. No, don't give the same answer for a, just because you know him, it won't be the answer. Very good, guys. Very good. Excellent. So the answer is Jensen Huang. Right. So, Mukesh Ambani, who is the chairman of Reliance Industries, is ranked number 1 among Indians and second globally with the brand guardianship. So, Mukesh Ambani in India, he is number 1, right? So, Jensen, Huang, who is the president and chief executive officer of US-based tech leader NVIDIA, is ranked number 1 globally, right? So, Prapancham Muttamlo, it is, Jensen Huang, and in India, it is Mukesh Ambani. So here I am talking about globally, and this fellow, if it is India, you have to answer it as Ambani. Right. What is the cost of setting up the world's palm leaf manuscript museum in Kerala? Plus class and Cheppinada, plus class in the set, it will happen on Unacademy app. Right, so manuscripts are handwritten documents. What is the cost of setting up? So the cost is 3 crores. The cost is 3 crores. Right, next question. What is the National Geospatial Policy? Geospatial Policy 2022. So geo under earth, right? And spatial is space. So earth and space. So policy, what is the policy? So it is a policy to increase the use of geospatial data in India, right? Which country recently joined the Eurozone and Schengen zone? Which దేశాలు యూరోజోన్ మరియు షెంజన్ జోన్ లో రీసెంట్ గా జాయిన్ కావడం జరిగింది? Right. Very good. Well done, guys. So the answer is Croatia. Right. So Croatia has joined in this particular thing, and this Schengen zone is the largest free travel zone in the world. Right. And it allows 420 million people to move freely between member nations without encountering border restrictions. If you are joining this particular area, so area lo unnatuvanti countries evaithe so vallandaru aa country members ki there is a free movement without any restriction. Nobody should answer this wrong, right? So every tappu answer cheyadu. Which country is likely to surpass China as the most populous country by 2023? 2023లో చైనాను ఢీకొట్టి ఎవరు ప్రపంచంలో అత్యంత జనాభా కలిగిన దేశంగా మారబోతుంది? పాపులస్. Nobody should answer this wrong. Very good, very good. Very good, guys. Tota, Hemal, Vaishnavi, Rahul, Madhu, everybody who got it right. So the answer is India. Right. So India is going to surpass China. Right. So India is going to surpass China by 2023 to reach, India is expected to reach 1.668 billion population. Right. So 1.68 billion population, by 2050. Not tomorrow, in 2050. Right. So that is the answer. Which country recently joined United Nations Security Council? UN Security Council recently joined aటువంటి దేశం ఏది? Recently some countries have joined in 2023. Out of this is one country. Very good, guys. Very good. So the answer is Malta. Right. So January 3, 2023 రోజు కొన్ని దేశాలు యునైటెడ్ నేషన్స్ లో జాయిన్ కావడం జరిగింది. Right. So here are some countries. Right. One is Ecuador. Second one is Japan, Malta, Mozambique, and Switzerland. So they have recently joined. Right. So that is what is there. So they will hold, 2-year seats as they have won without opposition in June, in charge of preserving international peace and security. Which organization inaugurated the Spaceport Esrange, the first mainland orbit launch complex? Which organization inaugurated the Spaceport Esrange, the first mainland orbital launch complex? What is your answer? Very quick answers. No, not. So the answer is European Union. Right. Next, what is the name of the resolution adopted by the United Nations General Assembly on 18th January 2023, co-sponsored by India? So what is the name of the resolution? Very good. Very good, guys. So the answer is Education for Democracy. So this is the right answer. So United Nations General Assembly has adopted this particular resolution. Yeah. Who has been appointed as the president of COP28? So yesterday we were discussing about COP27. Today it is Conference of Parties 28 Climate Summit. What is the answer? Very quick answers. No. So the answer is Sultan Ahmad Al Jaber. Right, Sultan Ahmad Al Jaber was appointed, and he is the Minister of Industry and Advanced Technology of UAE, and he is also the CEO of ADNOC, and he was appointed as the president of COP28. So COP28 will be held in Dubai, UAE from November 30 to December 12 in 2023. That means this year, right? So ikka jaragaledu adi. Who assumed the presidency of 13th Assembly of the International Renewable Energy Agency? So అంతర్జాతీయ రెన్యూవబుల్ ఎనర్జీ ఏజెన్సీ యొక్క అధ్యక్షుడిగా ఎవరు నియమింపబడ్డారు? Who assumed the presidency of this particular thing? What happened? Yeah. Very bad actually. So the answer is Raj Kumar Singh. So Raj Kumar Singh is our present Union Minister for New and Renewable Energy. So Raj Kumar Singh ane vyakti, he is a president of he is a Union Minister for New and Renewable Energy, and he was recently appointed as the President of International Renewable Energy Agency. Right. So where was this assembly held? It was held in Dubai again. Next. Why is it not moving? Yeah. Who has been appointed as the deputy National Security Advisor in the National Security Council Secretariat of India? So the answer is Pankaj Kumar Singh or PK Singh. Right. It's just not moving. Sudhir? Hey, Sudhir? It is not moving forward. I don't know what is the problem. Just give me a second. The person who is in charge, he did not come to the office yet. What should I do? Okay, just give me a moment. No, so actually this screen is not moving. I mean, like I'm unable to move to the next question. So what should be the solution for this? Because okay, I got it. I got this thing. So previously I was clicking, but it was not working. Now I think it is coming. Up. It is not. The next slide is not. Okay, it is. Okay. Thank you. Right. So PK Singh is the right answer for this question. Next question is here. Who has been elected as the Executive Director of United Nations Environment Program? So UNEP యొక్క కొత్త ఎగ్జిక్యూటివ్ డైరెక్టర్గా ఎవరు ఎలెక్ట్ కాబడ్డారు? What is your answer? No. Very good, guys. Very good. So the answer is Inger Andersen. So Inger Andersen, who is from Denmark, has been elected as the Executive Director of United Nations Environment Program. Right. So Antonio Guterres is the Secretary General of United Nations. He is the Secretary General of UN. So this is also important for the exam. Right. Next. Who has joined Vodafone Idea as a Vice President of Active Network and Commercial? Who joined Vodafone as the Vice President of Active Network and Commercial? Very good. So the answer is Sujit Sharma. So Sujit Sharma, he recently joined Vodafone as a Vice President of Active Network and Commercial, and he will be responsible for the procurement in the company. Right. So before joining Vodafone Idea, so he worked for Bharti Airtel, and now he is in Vodafone Idea. Next, who has been elected as a new Secretary General of the Asian Pacific Postal Union? APPU. Asia Pacific Postal Union యొక్క నూతన కార్యదర్శి జనరల్గా ఎవరు నియమింపబడ్డారు? What is the answer? No. Very good guys, very good. So the answer is Vinay Prakash. The answer is Vinay Prakash Singh. Right, so Vinay Prakash Singh, he was elected, and he was a former member of Postal Service Board, and now he is leading this particular thing, the APPU. So it is the largest international postal organization, I would say. So Asia Pacific APPU. So APPU is headquartered in Bangkok, Thailand. So it is headquartered in Bangkok, right? And it was established in the year 1962. So 1962 then established Jadam Jarindi, and it is headquartered in Bangkok, Thailand. So this is also important. Who has been appointed as the interim CEO of Bharat Pay after Suhail Samir has resigned? Who has been appointed as the interim CEO of Bharat Pay? Right, so the answer is Nalin Negi. So Nalin Negi was a CFO of Bharat Pay, and recently Nalin Negi was appointed as the interim CEO. That means temporary CEO after Suhail Samir has resigned. So before Suhail Samir, Ashnir Grover was the managing director. He has resigned, and after which Suhail was overseeing this particular thing, and he has also resigned. Next question: who has been approved by the Reserve Bank of India as a new CEO of Paytm Payments Bank Limited? Paytm Payments Bank Limited యొక్క నూతన CEOగా ఎవరిని RBI అప్రూవ్ చేయడం జరిగింది? Very good, guys. So the answer is Surinder Chawla, right? So Paytm Payments Bank is given over here, and it was established in the year 2017, right? And it is headquartered in Noida, Uttar Pradesh. So RBI has given approval. So the current governor of RBI is Shaktikanta Das, and RBI was established in the year 1935 under RBI Act of 1934. Next. Who has been retained as the chairman of the senior men's selection committee of the Board of Cricket Control in India? BCCI యొక్క men's selection committee board యొక్క chairman లాగా ఎవరిని నియమించడం జరిగింది? So it is Chetan Sharma, right? So this is a trivial question, I would say, not really important. Who has assumed the additional charge as a CEO of Convergence Energy Services Limited? Convergence Energy Services Limited యొక్క CEOగా అదనపు బాధ్యతలు ఎవరు స్వీకరించడం జరిగింది? I think I have to charge. What is the answer? So the answer is Vishal Kapoor, right? Next, who has been appointed as the Director General of Directorate General of Civil Aviation, DGCA యొక్క Director General గా ఎవరు నియమించడం జరిగింది recently? What is your answer? Very good, guys. So the answer is Vikram Dev Dutt. Next, who has been appointed as the acting Chief Justice of Himachal Pradesh High Court? Himachal Pradesh High Court యొక్క acting Chief Justice గా ఎవరు నియమించబడ్డారు? What is the answer? Very good, guys. So the answer is Justice Sabina. So Justice Sabina was appointed as the acting Chief Justice of Himachal Pradesh. Who has sworn as the 41st Prime Minister of New Zealand in January 2023? జనవరి 2023లో న్యూజిలాండ్ యొక్క 41వ ప్రధానమంత్రిగా ఎవరు నియమింపబడ్డారు? Good, very good guys, very good. Very good, Mohammed. So the answer is Chris Hipkins, right? So he was appointed as the 41st Prime Minister of New Zealand. Who has been re-elected as the chairman of the Gujarat Cooperative Milk Federation, GCMMF? So the answer is Shamla Bhai B. Patel, right? Next. Who has been appointed as the acting chairperson of CCI? So CCI ante Competition Commission of India. CCI ante Competition Commission of India. It is a statutory body which is established under the Competition Act of 2002. So who was appointed? So it is Sangeeta Verma. So Sangeeta Verma was appointed as the chairman or the acting chairperson of Competition Commission of India. Right. So this person Ashok Kumar Gupta. Right. So Ashok Kumar Gupta has retired in October 2022. So October 2022 lo Ashok Kumar Gupta resign cheyadam jarigindi. Sorry, he has retired, not resigned, right? Because of which there is an acting chairperson. Who has been approved as the CEO of JP Morgan Chase Bank India? So JP Morgan Chase Bank India యొక్క CEO గా ఎవరు నియమింపబడ్డారు? What is the answer? Very good guys. So the answer is Prabhudev Singh. Right. Next. Who won the Czech Republic presidential election in the year 2023? Who won the Czech Republic presidential election in the year 2020? The answer is Peter Pavel. Right. 600 is a very good mark, I would say. Right. So let us discuss some more questions. So look at this. So present, Czech Republic president is Peter Pavel. Right. So now my question is, whom did the current Prime Minister of Czech Republic replace to attain that particular position? So under Peter Pavel kanna mundu evaru Czech Republic president, Prime Minister? What is your answer? Very good guys, very good. Very good, Aishwarya. So the answer is Andrej Babis. So Andrej Babis was defeated and this fellow has attained into power. Which multinational financial services has received approval to appoint Prabhudev Singh as the CEO of its Indian subsidiary? So ఇది కూడా లాస్ట్ టైం మనం డిస్కస్ చేసిన క్వశ్చన్, బట్ ఇన్ అ డిఫరెంట్ వే క్వశ్చన్ కెన్ బి ఆస్క్డ్ ఇన్ దిస్ వే ఆల్సో. వాట్ ఈస్ దట్? ఆల్రెడీ ఆన్సర్ ఈస్ డిస్కస్డ్ ఇన్ ద ప్రీవియస్ క్వశ్చన్. ఏ అంతర్జాతీయ ఆర్థిక సర్వీసుల సంస్థ ఒక అప్రూవల్ రావడం టు అపాయింట్ ప్రభుదేవ్ సింగ్ యాజ్ CEO ఆఫ్ ఇట్స్ ఇండియన్ సబ్సిడరీ? ద ఆన్సర్ ఇస్ JP Morgan Chase and Co. So JP Morgan Chase and Co, as you know that it is a multinational financial company which is based out of New York. and it has its office in India also, and India is going to be looked after by this particular Singh ji, Prabhadev Singh. I think this we have discussed, right? Which state in India is hosting the International Kite Festival? So the answer is Gujarat. Interesting question. What is the name of the surveillance drone launched by Mahendra Singh Dhoni? So Dhoni launched చేసినటువంటి drone యొక్క పేరేంటి? What is the name of it? Everybody should answer this correct. Everyone should answer this correct. Right. So the answer is Dhoni. Right. So Mahendra Singh Dhoni is a investor come and also brand ambassador. So కంపెనీలో అతను ఇన్వెస్టర్ దాంతో పాటు బ్రాండ్ అంబాసిడర్ ఆఫ్ డ్రోనీ. సో డ్రోనీ ఈజ్ ఇంటూ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్ లో కాస్ట్ డ్రోన్స్. తక్కువ ఖర్చులో డ్రోన్స్ ని తయారు చేస్తుంది, అండ్ దే ఆర్ బ్యాటరీ ఆపరేటెడ్. Right. So this is also an important question, I would say. How many liters of milk per day can the mega dairy at Mandya in Karnataka process? So Mandya dairy, which dairy is this? Mega dairy at Mandya. Sorry. Yeah. ఎన్ని లీటర్ల మిల్క్ ను ప్రాసెస్ చేయొచ్చు? Very bad. So the answer is 10 lakh liters, and almost 1 million liters. Right. So Union Home Minister and Cooperation Minister Amita Shah inaugurated the mega dairy at Mandya in Karnataka. So this is at a cost of 260 crore, and it would process 10 lakh liters of milk every day. Right. So the dairy will have the capacity to increase it up to 14 lakhs liter per day. 14 లక్షల లీటర్ల వరకు కూడా పెంచవచ్చు, బట్ ప్రజెంట్ దాని సామర్థ్యం వచ్చేసి 10 లీటర్లు మాత్రమే. రైట్. Sorry. What is the record achieved by Michael Santelia as per Guinness Book of World Records? Guinness Book of World Records ప్రకారం శాంటెలియాకు వచ్చినటువంటి అచీవ్మెంట్ ఏంటి? What did she do? What did he do? There's only 36% charge. Very good. Very good. So it is typing copies of 81 books in mirror writing. So for this he received this particular thing. What has been unearthed by the Archaeological Survey of India in the Nalanda district? So Nalanda district lo ASI ki em labinchindi. What did they get it? Very good, very bad actually. So they got 2 miniature votive stupas. అంటే కొన్ని ప్రమాణాలు లేదా శపథాలు చేసినటువంటి స్తూపాలు, చిన్న చిన్న miniature votive stupas. They have unearthed it in the Nalanda circle, right? Yeah. So what is the projected growth rate for the Indian economy in the next fiscal year according to IMF? అంతర్జాతీయ ద్రవ్య నిధి ప్రకారం ఇండియా యొక్క ఇండియన్ ఎకానమీ గ్రోత్ ఏ విధంగా ఉండబోతుంది? What is the answer? Look at the options over here. According to IMF, it is 6.1%, right? So current year, so in 2022 the growth was 6.8%, and in 2023 fiscal the growth is going to be very lesser than the previous year, right? Next, what was the value of goods and services tax collection in India in January 2023? January 2023 లో GST వసూళ్లు ఎంత? How much was that? How much is it? Very good, yes. The answer is 1.55 lakh crores. So 1.55 లక్షల కోట్లు, right? What was unemployment rate in India in January 2023? So January 2023 వరకు unemployment rate ఎంత, నిరుద్యోగ రేట్ ఎంత ఉంది? No. So the answer is 7.14%, right? So 7.14% is unemployment rate in India. So in urban it is 8.55. Urban area lo urban ante cities and towns lo 8.55, and it is 6.48 in village areas or rural areas. What is the meaning of unemployment, right? So unemployment ante what is the meaning of unemployment? So unemployment ante a person who is, there are two things in the component of unemployment. Let me just explain it because it is very important, right? So unemployment lo I think economic students must know there are two important factors in unemployment, right? Number one is the person is willing to work, okay, and he has the required skill set, right? సో అతను పని చేయాలనే ఉద్దేశం ఉంది, పని చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాడు. సో దాంతోపాటు పని చేయడానికి కావాల్సినటువంటి అర్హత కూడా అతనికి ఉంది. హీఈస్ క్వాలిఫైడ్, రైట్? హీఈస్ క్వాలిఫైడ్ టు వర్క్ and he is willing to work and he is not getting employment, right? So that is known as unemployment. If either of these two things are absent, right? For example, you don't have the qualification, right? I am an ordinary person, living in Hyderabad, and if I say that I want to become the CEO of Tesla, right? So, and I'm not qualified for that. I'm not eligible. Hence, I am not considered as an unemployee, right? For example, I have the required skill set, right? I know how to teach, but I am not willing to teach, right? So even then I am not considered as unemployed, because unemployment ante ఎప్పుడైతే మీకు చేయాలని ఉంది ప్లస్ చేయడానికి కావాల్సినటువంటి స్కిల్ సెట్ కూడా ఉంది, అయినా మీకు ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్ దొరకట్లేదంటే దట్ వుడ్ అమౌంట్ టు అన్ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్, రైట్? నెక్స్ట్, which institution in India is planning a maiden bond, maiden ante first time another, maiden bond issue of 50 billion rupees in the next quarter. Quarter ante it is like 3 months. Next quarter lo ఒక 50 బిలియన్ రూపీ బాండ్ ఇష్యూ చేయాలని విచ్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ ఈస్ థింకింగ్ అబౌట్? What is the answer? The answer is National Bank for Financing Infrastructure and Development. What was the reason behind drop in India's foreign exchange reserve in the week ended in February 2023? So February 2023 లో ఇండియా యొక్క ఫారెన్ ఎక్స్చేంజెస్ తగ్గిపోవడానికి రీజన్ ఏంటి? బికాస్ దెర్ ఇస్ ఎ డిక్రీజ్ ఇన్ ద ఫారెన్ కరెన్సీ అసెట్స్. సో ఫారెన్ కరెన్సీ అసెట్స్ లో తగ్గుదల వల్ల there is a decrease in this particular thing. What was the growth rate of India's GDP expected in FY24 according to Morgan Stanley's research report? Previously we talked about IMF's report, right? But now I am talking about Morgan Stanley, which is a private company. So what is its prediction? Intavaraku India growth rate untadani anukuntundi Morgan Stanley. No, actually. So the answer is 6.2%, right? So 6.2% is expected by Morgan Stanley. Yeah, the question is actually, what was the reason, behind decline in India's foreign exchange reserves in 2023? Slightly, the style of question is changed. Very good, guys. So the answer is decrease in foreign currency holdings. మన దగ్గర foreign currency holdings తక్కువ ఉండడం వల్ల there is a decline in the foreign exchange reserves that we have already discussed. Next, what was the reason for Indians' consumer inflation to breach central bank's upper tolerance limit of 6% in January 2023? So January 2023 లో ఇండియన్ కన్స్యూమర్ ఇన్ఫ్లేషన్, సో ఇన్ఫ్లేషన్ అంటే a persistent increase in the prices to breach the central bank's upper limit. So central bank is RBI of 6%. So central bank told it as 6%. It has crossed 6%. Why? What is the reason? So you might have studied about this particular thing. Just a second. Hello. అవునా, ఇప్పుడు నేను స్టూడియోలో ఉన్నా. ఒకసారి సాయంత్రం లంచ్ బ్రేక్లో ఫోన్ చేస్తాను, 12 o'clock ఫోన్ చేస్తాను. ఓకే. Very good, guys. Very good. The answer is higher food prices, right? So food prices యొక్క రేట్ పెరగడం వల్ల we have increased, the price inflation went through a high of 6.5%, right? So because food is, of course, an important thing which most of the people consume. So when the price is inflated, of course, the consumer, price index will definitely increase. By what percentage did India's gross direct tax collection grow so far in the current fiscal year? So ఇప్పటి వరకు direct tax collections in the journey. So India there are two types of taxes, as you know, direct tax and other one is indirect tax, right? So direct tax is the income tax that you pay, right? So it might be some taxes that are levied directly, and indirect tax, to put it in simple terms, it is only GST, right? So corporate tax is also a direct tax. So direct tax ante manam direct ga kadtam, right? So indirect tax ante we are paying it including the price. Like for example, if I buy this pen, I am paying it for the pen, for the board, for the camera, but the price is included, right? But when I file my income tax returns, right, I'm paying the tax. Like every month I'm paying tax to the government. So that is what. Right. So the answer is 18.4%. Right. So 18.4% growth అనేది ఇండియాలో వచ్చింది. So the actual growth is like 24%. So 24% growth ఉంది, but there is something that is known as returns. Right. So returns ante those who have paid tax, they can claim certain exceptions, right? For example, last year, I paid around 19,000 rupees tax to the government, and I got all the 19,000 rupees back, right? All the 19,000 rupees were sent back by the government because, my income is less than 2.5 lakhs. So as my income is less than 2.5 lakhs, they gave me. And even if your income is higher, there are certain deductions and exceptions that you can always claim. After removing the returns, the total is coming up to somewhere around 18.4%. When was the 49th GST Council meeting held and who attended the meeting? I don't think, maybe this date might or might not be important, but try to answer this. What is your answer? So the answer is 18th February 2023, and Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has chaired this particular meeting. Next, what is the projected FY24 growth forecast for India by INDRA? So INDRA is India Ratings. Right. So India Ratings, we discussed about IMF, we discussed about what JP Morgan has to say. Now let us see what they are revised. They are making it as 5.9%. Previously they kept it as 6.4 and now they have revised it as 5.9% growth jarugutane, India Ratings is predicting. Next, let me charge my phone. Guys, there's no charging. 1 minute. Right. Okay. Look at this. Which exchange has received approval to launch a social stock exchange? Right. The concept of social stock exchange is important. So social stock exchange ante it is listing of a NGO or non-profit organization in the stock market. So generally stock market lo unnatuvanti companies they need capital to run their business, but social stock exchange ante it is for NGOs and non-profit organizations. So వాళ్ళు stock market lo list కావాలంటే who has to which exchange has received approval to launch a social stock exchange? SSC launch చేయడానికి who has got approval? So the answer is NSE or National Stock Exchange. So NSE has got approval to receive, and NSE is headquartered in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and it is the largest financial market incorporated in the year 1992. Right. Next. What was the second highest GST collection in India? So the answer is 1.56 lakh. Right. So this happened in July 2017 and was recorded in the GST Council since its exception. Was recorded in January 2023, amounting to 1.56 trillion. So in April, it has become 1.68 trillion. Right. Next. By how much does the Commerce and Industry Minister predict the services exports to grow this fiscal year? So సర్వీసెస్ యొక్క ఎక్స్పోర్ట్ అంటే ఎగుమతులు ఎంతవరకు పెరుగుతాయని కామర్స్ అండ్ ఇండస్ట్రీ మినిస్టర్ ప్రెడిక్ట్ చేస్తున్నారు. ఎంతవరకు సేవల యొక్క ఉత్పత్తి పెరగవచ్చు? రైట్. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ గివెన్ అస్ 20%. రైట్. సో ద ప్రజెంట్ యూనియన్ మినిస్టర్ ఫర్ కామర్స్ అండ్ ఇండస్ట్రీ ఇస్ మిస్టర్ పీయూష్ గోయల్. How does the total amount of subsidiaries transferred through DBT, so DBT is Direct Beneficiary Transfer, in financial year 2023 compared to previous years? So you might know about the DBT scheme, right? So according to this DBT scheme, the subsidy amount whatever is there, so it is directly given to the beneficiary. So that is to the to the Indian citizen or consumer, whatever it is. So no, there is no middleman, and you are not supposed to pay it before and then it is going into somebody's hands, right? So it is directly falling into the subsidy amount is directly falling into the account of the consumer or the citizen or whoever is the beneficiary of this particular scheme, right? So the answer is almost the same as previous years. Very years on compare cheskunte it is by and large the same. Next, what is the purpose of the initiative on critical and emerging technologies? Critical and emerging technologies యొక్క purpose ఏంటి? Initiative on critical and emerging technologies. Very good. Yes, the answer is to enhance strategic partnerships between India and the USA. What is the reason for high inflation in Pakistan? Right. So Pakistan lo high inflation అంటే పాకిస్తాన్లో గూడ్స్ అండ్ సర్వీసెస్ యొక్క రేట్లు పెరగడానికి primary reason is, what is the reason of it? What could be the reason? That is balance of payment crisis, right? So balance of payment crisis is something, where there is no balance between revenue and expenditure, right? So revenue and expenditure, or when your, imports are higher than your exports. So in this case, there is a balance of payment crisis, and because of which there is a high inflation in Pakistan. Next, what is the significance of UNESCO designation of Odisha as World Heritage Site? Odisha enduku World UNESCO recognized World Heritage Site ga cheyadam jarigindi. So is it to recognize Odisha as a significant Black Sea port, or is it to recognize historical significance? What is that? Right, so it is to recognize Odisha's historical significance. Next question. Yeah. Who has been appointed as the first female president of Equatorial Guinea? So Equatorial Guinea యొక్క first female prime minister ever appoint కావడం జరిగింది? So it is Manuela Roca Bote. So she was appointed as the first female prime minister. Next, what is the reason for erasing British monarch from Australia's banknotes? So British monarch manamu Australian banknote తీసేయడం దాని significance ఏంటి? What is the reason for it? Answer it down. What is the answer, guys? So it is to honor indigenous culture, right? If you remember, Australia is still, Australia is not a complete republic state. The other day, I have talked about this particular thing, HMAS, right? Her Majesty's Australian ship. Right. So, because Queen is a part of this, is a monarch in Australian government. So now they have removed, this Queen Elizabeth II's picture previously from there, and to honor the indigenous culture of Australia. So they are going to remove this British ones from the banknotes. Next question. Who has been elected as the first Indian woman from Indian American community to the post of position of Harvard Law Review? Harvard Law Review యొక్క president గా ఎవరు నియమింపబడ్డారు as a first Indian American community women? What is the answer? Very good, Karthik, excellent. So the answer is Apsara Iyer, right? So Apsara Iyer was recently appointed as the president of Harvard Law Review, right? So Apsara Iyer is a Indo-American law student at Harvard. right? So she is a Indian American student at Harvard Law School, and she was appointed as this particular thing. Next. How many buses were delivered by India to Sri Lanka on its 75th Independence Day? 75వ స్వాతంత్ర దినోత్సవం రోజు శ్రీలంకకి ఇండియా ఎన్ని బస్సులను పంపడం జరిగింది? How many buses? We have sent a total of 50 buses. Right. Next. Where was the 6th Shanghai Cooperation Organization Supreme Audit Institution Leaders Meeting hosted? SCO యొక్క సుప్రీం ఆడిటర్ మీటింగ్ ఎక్కడ జరిగింది? No. So the answer is Lucknow, right? So it was held by Lucknow, and this particular our meeting was held by Mr. Girish Chandra Murmu. Girish Chandra Murmu is a CAG of India, right? CAG of India. CAG is Comptroller and Auditor General. So as I discussed in my plus classes, CAG is Comptroller and Auditor General, who is appointed under Article 148 of the Indian Constitution. Right. So CAG is there, and previously somebody was asking, a question in the chat, right? So in the comment box about the SCO cultural capital, right? So it is, see, look at this particular thing. So Kashi or Varanasi, what is the closest option that is there? So both of them are same, right? So Kashi or Varanasi or Banaras. So these three terms, we generally use them interchangeably. So anything can be the answer, right? So but not Lucknow. So Lucknow is different from Kashi and Varanasi. I'm talking about the question that was disputed yesterday in the chat, in the comment box, right? So we have finished 630 questions, right? And this will perhaps be the last question, I would say. And let me just, run you through my schedule. So today we have some more classes, I would say. Today we have some more classes. Yeah, it is something like this. So at 2 p.m. we have important, all of these are plus classes, guys. In order to attend these classes, you have to take the subscription of Unacademy Plus by applying my code, that is Thrinath10, THRINATH10, without any space. When you apply this particular code, you will be able to get 20% discount, right? 20% discount you are going to get. Offer is valid only till 13th of May. So make the most out of this offer, and I will see you all in my class at 2 p.m. So I'll see you all at 2 p.m. and remaining we'll discuss in the next marathon. So the remaining questions, whatever are there, we are going to discuss them in the next marathon. Any questions for anyone? Any doubts or questions? If you have, you can ask me. So this is the code, guys. Use this code and unlock these classes for 20% discount. Right. Yeah, PDF I will update it. So PDF, you will find it in the community tab of Unacademy, right? So when you open my profile, on here it might not be visible, but just a second. So you just have to Google as like, Thrinath. So if you search Thrinath Reddy Unacademy, you will get my profile, and here you will be able to find the notes. Right. So here you'll find a community tab in the app, like not on the website. On the app you will be able to find it. So just go there and check it out. Our legal aptitude marathon, I'll see whether I'll do the marathon on YouTube or maybe on Plus classes. I'll just see. Wherever it is possible, I'll do it. PDF, you will get it. You will get it on the Unacademy tab. There is a community tab. If you open the app, there are some options. So you'll be able to find it over there. So in this particular batch, I'm going to take classes, right? So let me just open this. So today we have some classes at 2, 4 and 6 p.m. So that would be my schedule. Okay guys. So I will see you all in my next class at 2 p.m. Everywhere you will get it.